How does the defendant plead?
The defendant pleads not guilty, Your Honor.
The defendant's plea is noted. Okay, I'll see you back here on the 29th.
This is Ella's statement to the police. I want you to look it over and tell me what is accurate and what you contend is inaccurate or false. Then we'll talk about it.
This is mostly one big lie. She doesn't even say anything about me saving her in the pool. Why is she doing this?
I can't tell you why. I have no idea. For now, why isn't the question. I just need to know if this jogs your memory about anything that happened. Is there anything you haven't told me, or has your recollection changed at all?
No. You don't believe me?
I'm sorry, but from my experience as a defense attorney, I've learned to be skeptical about everything I'm told. Or not told, for that matter.
What are you talking about? You think I'm leaving something out?
Don't take it personally. I'm just habitually skeptical.
Do you think the jury will believe me?
So you expect to testify?
Of course. How else will the jury have a chance to hear my side?
Well, I understand, but do you realize that if you testify, the jury will find out about your prior conviction?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. You have a prior conviction for theft.
That was 18 years ago. How would that come out?
It will come out because the prosecution will bring it up.
How is this relevant to this?
It can be relevant to your veracity as a witness, whether you should be believed. The judge might consider it too remote in time versus its capacity for prejudice and rule it inadmissible and tell the jury to disregard it. But they will hear about it, as they will about the charge of sexual battery.
That charge was dropped. I wasn't convicted of that. Why would that come out?
It will, believe me, and I will object, and the judge will rule in your favor. But the jury will have heard it. You can't unring the bell.
And my son will have heard it.
Yes, unless you ask him to leave the courtroom while you testify.
How can I do that? I taught him to always face the truth, no matter how unpleasant. How can I tell him to leave when I'm testifying?
I understand, but do you realize that if you testify, all that will come out and will be in the jurors' minds, even if the judge tells them not to consider it?
I'm fucked. I'm so fucked.
So you might want to reconsider the plea bargain, plea to the sexual battery, and they drop the attempted rape.
If I'm convicted of sexual battery, my life is over. I lose my job, my house, probably my wife and son too. And for what? Saving a white girl's life?
No good deed goes unpunished.
I got a good life.
Miss Hanson, I'd like to ask you about your activities that evening at the motel before the alleged assault occurred. In one statement, you said you were going to get some ice when you assert Mr. Harmon asked you to come into his room. In another statement, you said you're on your way to the pool area. Which was it, Miss Hanson?
I really don't remember now. What difference does it make? What's important is that he asked me to come into his room.
Well, when you give conflicting versions regarding one aspect of your activities, it raises a doubt as to whether or not you're telling the truth about other aspects of your story. You understand that?
Yeah, but I'm not a liar, if that's what you're implying.
Be that as it may, Miss Hanson, at any time after arriving at the motel, did you go to the pool area?
No.
As I was saying, in one version of your story, you said you were on your way to the pool area. Did you ever actually go to the pool area?
No.
You're sure?
Yes.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
You may take your seat, Miss Hanson.
I am curious about just one thing, Ella.
What's going on? I gather, Counselor, that you do not agree. I can't imagine the defense has an objection.
None whatsoever, Your Honor.
I will therefore grant the motion. All charges against the defendant